Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Weekly Reads where I talk about the books that I'm reading currently and the ones that are in the past week. So before I start, let me just tell you that thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing, and honestly this means a lot to me. I restarted this channel during the lockdown simply because it felt like I just wanted someone to talk to about books, and because books will always be my first love no matter what. And finally here we are at 1k subs. Thank you so much. Now I really don't know if YouTube has this thing where it's like remove like a few subs from your subscriber count, or people actually unsubscribe you for that matter, or YouTube removes bots. So I don't know if that count is going to go down or not, but my point is thank you so much. It actually gives me a lot of encouragement, and it also gives me like it makes me feel all mushy inside because there are people actually watching these videos, and I didn't expect this, right? Because when I restarted it, I was just doing whatever I want. I still do whatever I want. It's just that I just wanted a community to talk to about books and things like that. And when I actually woke up yesterday and I saw it's 1k, I was just like, wow. I mean, this is serious. This is like some serious shit going on. But that being said, yeah, another thing is that today is a sick day for me. I'm not feeling well since the last 3 days, since the past 3 days, and I've just been sleeping. I did go to work yesterday though and stuff like that. I did work, but today I couldn't bear it, and I decided that it's time I have to take a break, and it's my sick day off. And I hope to be fine soon. That's why this face. I hope I don't look like really sick. I just comb my hair, did stuff. I've just been sleeping all day. That's what I've been doing. So that being said, let's get on to this video. So the past week I actually completed, one sec, the tripod's going to shake. I completed 3 books, and the 3 books are those books that I was reading last week, except for like one book that's like a massive passive read for me. So let's go on to the books that I'm reading, that I read in the past week or completed reading in the past week. The first one is this one. This is Intersections by Gautam S. Mengle. I've spoken about this book in detail last week, and let me just tell you, it's a very very nice debut novel. It's a well researched debut novel, and it's a good Indian crime thriller. I would say, yeah, it's a crime thriller. Yes, it's a very good Indian crime thriller, and more importantly, like as you might have seen in the last video, I also stated this, that Gautam S. Mengle used to work under Hussain Zaidi. Hussain Zaidi is a very famous crime reporter in Mumbai, India, and Gautam S. Mengle was a crime reporter as well, and now he works in the cybercrime field. So he knows police procedures in and out, and he's mentioned all the police procedures very clearly, including SIM card tracking, CDRs, CCTV footage checking, and stuff like that. So I really like the factual interpretation of things, because generally when we watch movies or even in some books, that particular aspect is just exaggerated, and this one does not do that. So it's just plain simple, to the point, police procedures being followed, and then there are a few times when the procedures are not being followed, and then there are repercussions as well. So this is it. This is the book that you should read if you're looking for a good Indian crime thriller. That being said, the next book that I finished was Penelope Fitzgerald's 1979 Booker-winning novel Offshore, which is again a very nice book. It is one of those Booker books that used to win love, those weird Booker books that used to win prizes at one point of time, and that is what this is. It's not a commercial book at all, and very few people have even read this, because if you see the Goodreads ratings, it's like pretty low. I really like this book. It's about a bunch of people who live on River Thames out of need, out of want, out of necessity, whatever you want to call it, and it's regarding these bunch of characters. It's very interesting. It's a very very nice read. For me, I never knew that these boats actually existed, and a few of our characters live on these boats because they like to, because they're these luxurious boats, and a few of our characters don't have a house on land, and that's why they live on these boats. So it's like a simple story. Again, this book is not for everybody. If you do not enjoy literary fiction, you will not enjoy this at all. That being said, it's just like a story. It does not have an end point to it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like, again, a weird book, a weird literary fiction that normally like appeals to a small crowd of people, and I am one of them apparently, because many of my booktuber friends also might have not given this book like more stars than I did. But that being said, it's a good read if you want to try it out. That's all. So that being said, the next book that I finished reading was one of my favorite surprises of this year, and that's Bombay Balchao by Jane Burgess. This book literally melted my heart. I am in love with this book. Oh my goodness. I mean, okay, so basically, this book is about a bunch of Catholics who live in the Chira Bazaar area of Bombay, and it basically talks about the history of Catholics in Mumbai and this particular bunch of Catholics in at Kabul, and it basically also talks about their struggles in life. It talks about their childhood memories. It talks about a lot of stuff, right? It's like a single thread connecting all the characters. It's a beautiful read. I really enjoy reading it. It's a very, very unique read, and I really, really love how Jane Burgess writes. I really love her writing style, and honestly, this is like one of my favorite reads again of 2020. I highly recommend Bombay Balchao. And even if you've not like even if you're not from Bombay and you want to understand the culture of Bombay, this one like embodies it beautifully well. Beautifully well. Okay. So yes, that's it. Okay, so now let's move on to the section where I talk about the books that I'm reading currently. So we already like 7 minutes past right now because I was like talking about a lot of stuff. But anyway, this weekly reads is going to be a bit long. So the first book that I'm reading currently is for the book club, and this is the book club run by KD Books. Go check him out if you haven't already. The book we are reading is Elizabeth Smart's by Grand Central Station. I sat down and I wept. This book is basically I would call it non-fiction because it talks about Elizabeth Smart's affair with a poet whose name I don't remember, and it's actually a cult fiction. It's like a cult classic apparently, and it's just how she's talking about how she's like obsessed with this man and she cannot like get him out of her system. It's a weird book, like it's a very weird book, and it might have some literary merit to it, but more importantly it just feels like that cult fiction. It is very, very culty, to be honest, and I would say I'm enjoying it so far. It's just that I understand the author but I don't like embody her per se. I'm like, okay, cool, like you feel like that, cool, I understand love is nonsense, okay, fine, so what? And that those are my current feelings. But it's a super short read. It's just like a 1 hour read, but I think we're like taking it slow because Kieran is also like narrating the book on his channel, so that's also cool. So yeah, that's that. That being said, the next book that I'm reading currently is Radio Silence by Alice Osman. So I finally fell into the rabbit hole of YA contemporary, for that matter, because last time, if you remember, I had completed Clap When You Land and I decided that I want to pick up more YA contemporary books, and this is a YA contemporary. And yeah, I started listening to this book, and so far I'm not sure why people like it. I understand why people like it. Maybe I'm not at the place where I should start liking it, but it's just like girl meets boy, and now I don't know what's going to happen. But you know, during that particular thing, she does say that, oh, we are not going to fall in love. I'm like, okay, cool, don't fall in love, please, because if you're going to fall in love, I'll DNF you right away, because that's not my expectation from a YA contemporary generally is. For that, I would read romance instead. But that being said, it's supposed to be a book about I would say, I don't know. Anyway, I can't like form words in my head currently because I'm just like hazy right now. But yeah, I'm reading this book. I'll let you know my thoughts after I read this book. Cool. Okay. The next book that I'm reading currently, Tripod Shake. Yeah, alert, tripod will shake. Yeah, okay, it's this one. This is Transcendent Kingdom by Yad Gyasi. Finally, I'm reading this. I feel like crying that I'm reading this because I loved Homegoing. I really appreciated Homegoing a lot, and I was waiting for this to be released in India. So basically, in India, from what I gauge, there is another cover with I think it's Jiffy, who's just like I don't know. You can see the cover here. I'll just paste it here. So this cover is not available in India currently. It's this cover that's available. But I was like, anyway, shut up and take my money. I'm buying it anyway. So I actually just started this book yesterday, and I'm kind of through like two chapters, and I'm like on the third chapter right now. If you're looking for a good introduction to African literature, then yeah, Jasi is a good option to actually select. The reason I'm stating Yajasi is because there are a lot of other African authors as well out there, but excuse me, but in my opinion, Yajasi First Thing has an amazing debut, and I really love her debut a lot. I don't know about this book because I checked out, and this book has lower ratings than Homegoing, but yeah, this is the sequel. And if you want, again, if you want to read Yajasi, Homegoing, Chef's Kiss, Homegoing, I love Homegoing. So that's that. And then let's get to the final book. That is my massive passive read that I've not even picked up in the last 2 to 3 weeks. That is Bring Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel. I am so sorry, Hilary. I'm so sorry to all the Mantel fans out there. I'm just finding it like I'm not in the mindset for a medieval heavy read, and that's why I'm just like I've just put the brakes on it. But I do want to finish it. I'm trying my best to finish this book this month because I do want to pick up Mirror and the Light in 2021 January or February. So that's that. Sorry, I'm just like a bad reader. Okay, fine. That being said, that's it. That's it for my weekly reads. And again, thank you for 1K. I'm just very overwhelmed, and I'm very thankful to you. And thank you for staying here. I will see you on my, I think, Sunday upload. Yes, Sunday upload. Thank you so much. Bye.